There she is. What's up, people? Finally got the plane back. It's been over a month. I'm gonna have to check the logs, but here is our magic $4,500 part right here. New alternator conversion from plane power. We tried to go with a generator. Generator was impossible to rebuild. Back in action, fueled, checked the oil, about to do a pre-flight and get after it. So this was my second required cross-country flight. Hit all my waypoints on the way in. Everything's running nice and smooth. I was much more prepared for this cross-country than my first cross-country. First one, we went to King City, and I really didn't know a ton and did not do my homework as good as I should have. But here I was much more prepared, got a sweet view of New Malone's Lake on the way in, and about 15 minutes before we showed up, the flume fire in Colombia started up, and it was really cool on the way in to see the air attack, which is an OV-10, circling around above the fire, and the S2s. I didn't see any S2s physically drop, but I saw them cruising around and in the area, and seeing the engines and the crews on the ground. It's all really, really awesome to see from the air. And I even got to talk to the air attack on the way in, just make sure I'm okay to land, because he was circling pretty dang close to the airport. This was my first little introduction to mountain flying, and as you can see, this approach is pretty high, but at the time, and even when I watch this video back, it doesn't look super high to me until I get about a quarter mile off the runway, or as soon as the trees stop, then I go, oh yeah, I'm a good 200 feet higher than I'd like to be right here, maybe even a little more. And we even do a little slip to get lower, get down on the runway, but it was really, really cool experience landing in a new place and just going somewhere new and exploring. And I really hope to do some more exploring in the months to come. Here are a few pictures of Bluebird looking pretty at 022 Columbia. I really need to work on my photography skills. I'm lacking for sure, but this is what I got for you. I'm very interested in becoming an aerial firefighter one day, so it was super cool to see the CAL FIRE Columbia fleet on display and all shiny. There were 2 S2s, an OV-10, and a Blackhawk. Just beautiful, awesome aircraft. This takeoff was by far the highest density altitude takeoff that I have ever done. 3,400 feet is not very high for typical standards, but for me it was a record. The highest I've taken off in previously is about 1,500 at my local airport. So this was something new, and a new place, a new takeoff, and new abort planning. My CFI stressed the abort planning above anything else, because this is pretty nothing crazy mountainous, but for me, being a new pilot, very mountainous, and there's not a lot of flat freeways or flat large roads or nice farming fields to land on. So he was very particular about the abort planning and going over it and making sure that when I come back and do this on my own time, I really have a good plan in place just in case an engine goes out or we have some type of issue on takeoff or landing. Our next leg of the cross-country flight was from Columbia to Concord, and my GoPro died on the way there, but I have some pretty sweet sunset views. Also, we activated flight following for the first time, and using new radio frequencies and listening to new people and trying to hear all the radio traffic was a overwhelming experience to say the least, and something I definitely need to spend more time on.
Here's a breakdown of the generator to alternator conversion timeline. Pause it if you want to read it all. People did warn me about the maintenance side of things. They said it was going to be expensive and it was going to take time, and I thought that if I was on top of it enough, I could speed up the process to the very minimum.
However, I just had a 3+ week delay in the schedule, and I think I was pretty on top of things, but the more you know. These videos are for all the people that I love that I don't get to see every day, so I miss you all, and talk to you guys soon.